Alright, now we're going to install the motors. And to do this, you're going to need your two new style motors. We're going to use the 3/8" bolts. These are the second from the shortest bolts. And I like to have a couple of the axles here too to kind of help with installation. Okay, so the motors are going to be going on the inside. Okay, and here's how it works. The axle, and this is why I like the axles, goes through like this. And this motor needs to go in the right spot so that when the axle goes into the motor, sometimes it's a little tricky because it is a tight fit. So the axle is in the motor. Now the motor needs to be put on. And you'll notice it's not flipped like this. The motor is like this. So this bushing is up here. The motor is on the bottom side. Okay. Now the reason I like to use these 3/8" bolts is because they're a little bit longer and they allow you to get your fingers on them a little bit better. Because this is a little tricky. But I take my bolt like this and I'm holding the motor in, okay, and you'll notice that these little kind of metal pieces inside the motor, they fit right in these little squares, and so when you kind of push it in, it kind of holds itself, which is nice. So anyway, I kind of hold it like this so that gravity's working with me, and I can just sort of get this bolt started. And all I need to do is get it started, and I know it started when it starts to turn freely and it doesn't wiggle around. There it is. It's started, and I can do the next one. Get this one started. Sometimes you have to screw that bolt all the way in so you get enough room, but now we got my two bolts started. Okay. Now I can take my axle out because I know my motor's in the right spot, and I can take my hex key and go through the outside hole and get it on this bolt, and that makes tightening this up a lot easier. See that? I'm just going to do both of these. Right. I can get it snug. They don't have to be very tight, just snug so that it's unlikely that it will loosen. And there's one side done. And now I'll do the other side. Because these are mirrored images, the other side motor will fit on just like that. Okay.